Sailing along on a nice mellow sail through the Sandblast Islands. Nice today, just have the jib out. Maybe 8 knots of wind sort of behind us, pushing us along. We're only going 15 miles. Just a day sail. Beautiful day for it. Hi Gretch, say something.
We're fishing, but we're going too slow, I think.
Yeah, probably won't catch anything. Caught a king mackerel the other day. Shallow through here, so there's usually pretty good fishing. And the mainland Panama over there. Real mountainous, beautiful country. Right now we are just coming out of here and right about here right now. And the course for the day is down this way and then zipping up to Chichime right there. That's where we had the Mola trading fest. We're going to stay there just for a night and then head back to Cologne and do the transit. Do the canal and provision the boat and then head for South Pacific. Okay, so what are you doing over there?
Well, this is breadfruit. It's a local starch that's only found in the Caribbean and the Pacific. It's pretty local to the tropics. And I'm making breadfruit chips, which is the only way that I can eat this stuff. Other people mash it like potatoes or bake it, but this is the way that we prefer it on Shadowfax. You take the breadfruit and you slice out the seed part and you take off the skin. Then you make small chip-sized pieces and deep fry them in the oil until they're golden brown. And the end result, drying on paper towels, is then served with salt and ketchup. What's more American than breadfruit with ketchup and salt?
Neat little place. And there's a few boats on this side. You can see we've got our stalk of bananas. You can tell when we're in the tropics when we've always got a stalk of bananas hanging in the rigging. Here we are in Sandblast Islands. Kuna Indians live here. And interesting culture. They make these molas. Let's see, it'll get a little noisy over here, but they live, looks like the South Pacific. They live in little grass huts. They make molas, which are hand-sewn decoration pieces. And they don't really like to have their picture taken, but I'll try and take the camera ashore and see if we can get some pictures of them. Yeah, now that's sailing the hard way. They were just here trading their handmade molas. We gave them some balloons and some brownies. Yeah, piece of material Gretchen had. Maybe back up a little bit. Explain what that is. You know more about it than I do.
This is a mola, and what they do, it's a reverse applique technique. This is a combination of the two. It has applique on top, and it has a cutaway work done on the bottom. A better representation of a true mola, momento, is this one. This has
my favorite, turtle screwing.
Turtle screwing, yes. This has a black layer and a red layer, so wherever you see black and red, that's the underneath of 2 layers. And then everything else has been appliqued on top. The yellow here, the red here. Over here you see the red, and then this is all appliqued and turned under and hand stitched.
And cut out, right?
And cut out and hand stitched.
We have the Kuna Indians in the cockpit, and Gretchen's trading with them. And you have to be a little sneaky to get their pictures. So I'm going to take the camera out there and just kind of see what happens.
20 for one. look, what are we doing? $2 por one.
Okay, $2 per
Pues
one.
sí, $2 por one. Se pone en pantalón, se pone así, en brasier, todo se usa así. En saca.
¿Cuánto es? ¿Cuánto es? Plata.
Eight.
Eight.
Sí, ya te voy a decir.
¿Sí cambia? What did you see that you wanted?
Ayer.
They had to ask the man on something and
No.
it was okay.
Yeah, got quite a few. I like that one, turquoise, different
Right,
colors.
I want the knife.
This is a great trade.
Yeah,
the
that one turned
crab.
out to be a good one. This is typical Kuna dress for the women. They wear a mola, which has the applique piece on a blouse, and then they wear a fabric wrap skirt. That's it.
Make a good Disney movie, these two. They'll be walking along, and if Buddy gets ahead, he stops and waits for the dog to catch up. Kona is the dog's name. Well, while here in Panama, we thought we'd come up with something to try and sell the yachts going through the Panama Canal. They were Panama Yacht Club t-shirts, but nothing to do with the canal and nothing to do with yachts going through the canal. So we kind of whipped this one together, and I think we're on to something. So far, everybody that's seen them's bought a couple, so I think we might do okay with it.
Today is the day for our transit. On board we have Joe, our pilot Pedro, my captain Scott, Robert, Anna, and Rosemary. We're going through with good company today. This ship and a few sailboats.
This is Gatun Lock?
Got to
Gatun Lock, right. And how far up does this one raise us?
83.
85. Oh, this one goes right to the top. Okay.
Yes, right. This is 3 steps.
3 steps to the top.
Gatun Lake, which should be around what, 85?
85 feet, right. Okay, should be good. There's Joe, he's one of the big ship pilots, helping us out.
Got it.
Got it, pleated, springs, bow stern lines, 2 springs. As the advisor says, ready for water. Okay, doors are closing. We're secured in the lock. We didn't have to go center chamber, which is the most work. We're just tied to a boat that's tied to the wall. The big ship in front of us. You always hear horror stories about them forgetting you're here when it's time to leave and giving it 3/4 throttle. And, we'll see. We'll see. Should work. Gatun Lock. Heading up 85 feet, 3 locks. Side by side. Okay, they're starting to fill. I think I'll shut this off for a second till we're okay. You can see the wall, how fast this is happening. Up about 25 feet in each lock. And the turbulence, the hard part's going up. Going down is like pulling a plug on a bathtub, and it's pretty easy. But going up gets turbulent, as you can see. And this is all gravity fed. U.S. military trains jungle training out in here. It's their only jungle training camp. We're going through the Banana Cut in the Gatun Lake. After transiting up the Panama Canal, we're 85 feet up now. And these islands used to be the tops of the mountains before they flooded this. Gatun Lake's man-made. You can see some of the old trees sticking up. Those trees could be 100 years old. But just below them there's a forest. Where it was before they flooded this lake. And we're taking the Banana Cut, which is not the normal transit route, but the pilot kind of thinks we could make it, and we do too. So it cuts a bunch of time off of the transit, and it's like a jungle. Out in the ocean, that thing would crush us like a bug. They'd get back into port, and they wouldn't have any idea they ever ran us over.
They'll just pick out some of your rigging from amongst the anchors.
Yeah, right. They'd find a piece of sail up there on the anchor and wonder what happened.
One thing they will not find there is a pilot on next to glued to the hull.
To bend down to get that whole thing in the picture here. It's like sailing by a mountain.
Yes, they changed the name, haven't they?
That's one big ship.
Look how shallow it is right there. Look at that. See the grass?
Yep.
35 feet, all is well.
Yep. We can float in that. Hey, day 2, leaving Gatun Lake. And going to transit the second part of the canal. And the pilot boat, or he insists you call him the advisor because he doesn't take responsibility for your ship. Just sort of advises you what to do, keeps the liability down. But he'll be over here in a minute to drop off one of those guys, the advisor. Joe knows everybody. Yeah, he did. He said this guy's really good.
That's why I say he has to run for office, you know,
Yeah.
make some money out of his charge.
Good morning. See you later. All right, heading into the lock. 1,000 feet long, 110 feet wide. And they're doing it just for the sailboats this time. They're calling it special lockage. 2 French boats rafted together. They call it nested together here. And it'll be us, center lock behind them. So we'll have to control 2 lines on the stern, 2 lines on the bow, and release them as the water goes down so that Shadowfax goes down with the current. And it shouldn't be too turbulent. It's not too bad going down. Much more violent going up. And these people on the wall will throw monkey fists at us, which are coiled lines with lead inserts. And it's, again, you hear all these stories, but it's sporting of them to aim for the windows. So we've covered all our windows with our cockpit cushions and pillows. Yeah, for $35, we're getting our money's worth. I'll tell you what here. They're doing this all just for the 3 yachts here. Since we paid the ad measurement fee in '89 the first time we went through, it's just 35 bucks. And a $50 damage deposit in case we damage their canal. Fat chance
And you
of
get it
that.
back.
Yeah, you get it back. I can't imagine what they own that only costs $50.
Okay, let's be ready for the monkey fist.
Okay. Nice throw. You guys are okay. Okay, we're in the lock. Gates are closing. All right. You can see we got 1 line on the stern up there. Another line on the bow there. Another line on this side connecting to shore. And another line on this side. And the line handlers on board Shadowfax, 2 on the bow, 2 on the stern, and the pilot or the advisor. They will tell us what to do, but just lower them. We're going down about 20 feet. And just like pulling a plug in a bathtub. Should be nice and calm. But we're ready. Tell me how you're working here, Gretch.
I'm working real hard. The line is
goes
just being
ashore.
let out gradually
Okay.
as the water goes down. It's
See that?
really easy.
So you need a raise?
It's difficult to get a raise if you're not getting paid.
Good. Looks to be like we're just about at the bottom here. Obviously those doors would have to open first to let us out. Lines are aboard, we're clear. And we're out of here. Buddy.
How do they call captain?
Yep, his name's Captain Bud.
Captain Body.
Captain Buddy.
De canto a canto.
And I asked him, well, I don't know.
So I guess that's the official gate to the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
And a few onions. How many onions are in there? 50 pounds?
No, 25 pounds of onions
25 pounds of onions.
and 50 pounds of potatoes.
You been goofing off all day?
Yeah, all day. Yep.
Yep.
Since about, what, 9 o'clock this morning? We've got
Oh, about
T-bones.
half full. We got a little ways to go.
We've got T-bones, we've got fillets, we've got hamburger.
Oh, let me see those. Hold that up on the
Chicken.
What is this, 4 days of shopping?
Yeah, this is the, I've got one more trip to make, and that's for the cookies and candy bars and Ziplocs and things that I couldn't find today. But we're pretty well set. I don't know where it's all gonna go because the bilges are full.
Well, we're leaving Panama City, Balboa side. You can sort of see the city in the distance over there. We're out of here. Sailing out in the Pacific side. Or motoring actually, not much going on today. And you can see a few ships around here. Just like sailing into the other side. This Panama Canal sure attracts them.
They can stay down for a long time, can't they?
Oh yeah. Over.
Spotted again.
Well, we don't know what'll happen. There's a storm following us. We only left 20 minutes ago. Just a little squall. And off to this way, once we get past Pedro Gonzalez Island right there, then there's nothing in the way all the way to the Galapagos. We'll see. Right now there's just a little puff of wind. Once we get outside of the lee of the land here, the wind will start to pick up. You're just about right. Charge the batteries for an hour and the wind will come up. But everything's secure on the deck. Still have to put the wind vane paddle on. But everything's tied, triple tied, lines going every which way. And that's it. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Right now everything on the boat is in good shape. But that won't be the case when we get there. Never is. Here's the plan. We're up here right now, Panama, sitting just there. And we have to come all this way down to Galapagos. Gretchen doesn't like that all this way, but it's not that far. Look, it's only, what, 7-8 inches on the paper. So we'll come in here to Wreck Bay, but I got to get there first. It's a lot of water out there. Yep, still leaving Panama, and I hope this comes out on the camera. A water spout. See it churning up the water over there, right behind us, heading this way. Yep. Yeah, what are the odds of those things hitting you? We'll let you know. They're not quite as bad as a tornado, but 100 knots of wind is 100 knots of wind, so let's just hope it goes somewhere else. Doesn't look like that violent a storm either. Shows these things can
It just went away.
yeah, it just went away. I think we'll see that water at the bottom sort of collapse on itself. Clouds kind of suck them back in. And now we're sailing by Pedro Gonzalez Island. This is the last Panamanian island before we just head out south and west. This island's got a funny history to it. 7 years ago we anchored in here. There's a little village. As soon as this island gets out of the way you'll be able to see it. A little village we anchored in front of, and we were told by a 12-year-old kid rode out in a little dinghy in Cayuca, and he tried to sell us cocaine, like 12-year-old kid. So we said, no bananas, we'll take some bananas. And he went back ashore and he came out again and he said, you know, buy cocaine, you leave. And we looked on shore and there were 8 or 9 adults standing there staring at us. So we got the general idea. See if I can get a picture of the village here. There we go, that's the village in there. And we anchored just outside. It's kind of hard to hold this steady, it's a little rolly out here. Small village, but apparently 7 years ago their one product was cocaine. Still on our way to the Galapagos. How you feeling today?
Okay. I'm
Okay.
hanging in.
Well, that's good. What day?
Rougher.
What day did we decide this was?
5th day.
5th day out. We're taking one major long tack. Yeah, about a 600-mile tack. Yeah, we're heading. Of course, the Galapagos lies right to weather, so we're taking a tack down the coast of South America along Colombian coast, about 120 miles offshore, almost to past the Ecuadorian border, and we're right down near the equator now, about 2 degrees north. And the winds are supposed to become more favorable, and then we can hook a right and head to the Galapagos. But we'll see. Winds are about 17 knots right out of the southwest. We're moving along at 5 knots or so. Heading into the wind, the boat steers itself, so we don't have the wind vane or the electric autopilot or anything steering. It just you just lock the wheel a couple of degrees over and keep on going. Nice day for going to weather. Got a lot of porpoise following us, but I don't see them right now. And we've still got 600 miles to go that way. Galapagos is out there somewhere.
It's not even on the chart.
No,
I looked for it. It's not there.
no, didn't find it.
No, it's not on the chart.
No, it's on another chart. Yep. Well, nothing to do but read. How many books have you read?
One a day.
One a day.
Yeah, it's just like vitamins.
Yep. Oh well. Nice day today, though. We've had everything. Rain and squalls and heavy wind, no wind, light wind. But the past 3 days have been pretty much like this. Just steady plowing into it. Not bad, though. We caught one huge Dorado that I think we got on video, but haven't caught anything else. This is the chart we've been using. It's folded up now, but Panama is off to the top, and we've been coming right down the coastline here. And this is all Colombia, and the Ecuadorian border is, let's see here, yep, right here. So right now we're just out here, and on our present course we will crash and burn right here. It's the best we can make is south. So we'll tack and we'll head west for a while till we can clear this and come south again, until we get to about 2 degrees south, probably, across the equator. And then head toward the Galapagos. Yep, the boat's
Not too much of a mess.
no, but everything's got to be stowed when you're going like this, or it'll just crash across
Doesn't
the.
look like anything still.
No, but just the table. Everything else is secured, bolted, and taped, or whatever else. But we're doing okay. Watching the world go by. Winds are 17 knots out of the southwest, which is the way we'd like to go. Let's go see what's happening on this side of the boat. At night, the phosphorescence in the water is so bright you can just about read by it. Looking out this window, all those waves going by, the white is just intense, glowing in the dark. I'll try and get that on video tonight. Our GPS died yesterday. I had to break out the sextant. That's a pain in the neck, but it still tells you where you are and